Corsica versus Sardinia. The windy Strait of Bonifacio is separated by just 11 kilometers of sea. Looking at them on a map, they almost seem to touch like two sisters separated at birth. Yet Sardinia and Corsica are worlds apart. On one side we have Sardinia, the island with the most beautiful sea in Europe, the land of wind-sculpted granite and emerald colors that rival the Caribbean. On the other side is Corsica. They call it the mountain in the sea. It's wild, green, fragrant, rugged, and incredibly free. For a textile tourist, the choice is difficult, but it's often based solely on price or food. But for a naturist, the rules of the game change dramatically. On one of the two islands, Naturism is a universally tolerated institution, almost a way of life. On the other, it's often confined to hidden paradises that require hard-earned access. Today, we're putting them in the ring for the ultimate showdown. We'll analyze 6 key rounds: sea, freedom, villages, roads, food, and costs. Make yourself comfortable, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly which ferry to book for your summer 2026. Let's start with the main reason we go on vacation: the water. Here, Sardinia plays on its home turf, and we must admit it plays dirty. Sardinia's shades of azure, turquoise, electric blue, and emerald green are unparalleled in the Mediterranean, and perhaps the world. Beaches like Piscinas, Portoferro, Isarinas, and the coves of the Costa Smeralda offer a transparency that seems computer-generated. The sand is often pure white, almost like talcum powder. Corsica holds its own well, very well in fact. It has wonderful beaches like Palombagia, Santa Giulia, and the wild Salicia. But the water tends to be slightly less Caribbean-like and deeper than the shallow waters of Sardinia. The colors are more intense, dark blue contrasting with the red of the rocks and the green of the pine trees. It's a dramatic and beautiful setting, but if you're looking for the natural swimming pool effect, where the water reaches your ankles for meters, Sardinia is unbeatable. So, if your top priority is the color of the water, first place goes to Sardinia. Here, the situation is completely reversed. In Sardinia, naturism is legal and recognized, but the local and tourist mentality is still mixed. Authorized beaches are specific and well marked. If you undress on a crowded textile beach in August or even just in a mixed-gender cove, you still risk a few dirty looks, hushed comments, or arguments with the modest neighbor under the umbrella. To be safe in Sardinia, you often have to walk a long way to find a secluded cove. In France, and especially in Corsica, the mentality is the opposite. Tolerance is extremely high. On the east coast of Corsica, there are miles and miles of beaches where you can walk naked for hours without anyone batting an eyelid, even outside the official camping areas. The French experience their bodies with much more naturalness and less malice. In Corsica, you'll feel less observed and more a part of the landscape. You don't feel like a transgressor, you feel like a bather like everyone else. For the feeling of pure freedom and the absence of social judgment, the point must be won by Corsica. If you're into organized naturist camping, the difference between the two islands is stark. Sardinia offers few dedicated facilities, which are often smaller, more isolated, or more basic. Most Sardinian naturist tourism is free. You go to the beach naked, but sleep in hotels or textile houses, so you have to dress and undress each time. Corsica is a paradise of resorts. It's the Las Vegas of European naturism. Villages like Bagheera, Riva Bella, La Chihapa, and Club Corsicana are legendary. Imagine enormous resorts, entire cities immersed in eucalyptus forests, where bungalows are literally built on the sand. The key difference is that in these Corsican villages, you never have to wear anything. You have an on-site supermarket, restaurant, sauna, massage center, baker, bike rental, everything undressed. It's a bubble of total freedom 24/7. You can spend 2 weeks without ever touching a pair of shorts. If you're looking for an all-inclusive village vacation where you can forget your clothes in your suitcase, Corsica wins hands down. This is a point that many overlook, but it transforms a vacation. Sardinia is large, but well-connected. There are highways that allow you to cross the island from north to south in just a few hours. The roads are wide and generally well-maintained. It's easy to explore several areas in the same vacation. Corsica is an adventure. The roads are scenic, beautiful, but terrible for those who don't like driving. Aside from the straight eastern coastal road, the rest of the island is made up of tight curves overlooking the sea, mountain roads without guardrails, and endless travel times. Driving 50 kilometers in Corsica can take up to an hour and a half. It's also common to find cows, goats, or wild pigs sleeping in the middle of the road around a bend. If you enjoy driving motorcycles or sports cars, Corsica is a dream. If you want to quickly and stress-free travel from one beach to another, Sardinia wins for convenience. Continuing with the previous point, once you arrive, how easy is it to swim? In Sardinia, the most beautiful coves for naturists are often the most difficult to reach. Steep paths under the scorching sun, expensive and far-flung parking, and rocky hikes. It's the price you pay for paradise. Furthermore, Sardinia suffers from overcrowding in August. Finding your own space on a public beach can become a battle for position with umbrellas. Corsica is wilder and less densely populated. Even on August 15th, a 10-minute walk along Linguizzetta Beach is enough to find yourself completely alone. The spaces are immense. If you hate crowds, love solitude, and want to park your car near the sea, especially in campsites, Corsica offers spaces that we unfortunately only dream of in Italy. We can't ignore our wallets and our stomachs. When it comes to food, let's face it, Sardinia wins. Sardinian cuisine, from fresh fish to porcidu, from culurgions to sitas, is a mystical experience, often at reasonable prices in agritourism establishments. In Corsica, you eat well, but there is less variety. And the prices in restaurants are French, that is, on average higher, and the portions are sometimes smaller. The ferry is expensive for both of them. However, for accommodation, naturist campsites in Corsica often offer better value than Sardinian hotels or B&Bs in high season, offering direct access to the sea that would cost a fortune in Sardinia. Let's say it's a technical draw. Corsica wins on accommodation. Sardinia wins by a landslide on catering. We've reached the end of the challenge. Who wins? There's no single answer. It depends on what kind of naturist traveler you are. The color of the water is the most important thing to you. You enjoy divine food. You want comfortable roads and want to explore the island. You don't mind putting your swimsuit back on to get around or living in a closed-off village. You want to live naked 24/7 and forget about clothes. You hate crowds and seek vast, quiet spaces. You want to feel socially accepted without prying eyes. You love wild, rugged nature. Personally, for a pure naturist holiday, understood as a total philosophy of life, Corsica offers services and freedoms that Italy still lacks. But for the sheer beauty that fills your eyes, your heart will always remain in Sardinia. And you? Which island will you choose this summer? Are you Team Mersardo or Team Libertà Corsa? Let me know in the comments. I'm curious to read your preferences. If this comparison was helpful, leave a like and subscribe to the channel for detailed guides to each beach. Happy holidays!